Thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Cancer might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for September 2020, keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless. So whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. If you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest. And if you know your other planetary placements, you can listen to those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Cancer for the month of September 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Cancer for the month of September 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for September 2020? And one more time. Okay. And now I'm going to divide these into 3 stacks. Okay. And the card on the bottom of the deck is the Strength card. Okay, get it. All right. Now, the Strength card is your overall energy for this reading. So as we go through this spread, I'm going to show you how the Strength card is going to relate to the different cards that come up in your reading. Now, the Strength card is all about that, you know, taking control of the situation, taking the bull by the horns or this lion by his jaws, whatever the situation is, that you are a steel magnolia, that you have strength and perseverance deep within you. And this might be a time where you're going to have to draw on that deep resource of strength that you have within you. Okay, now, for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, and the first row pertains to you, what you might have recently been dealing with in the recent past, things you're currently dealing with, and what's coming towards you. The second row is the same thing, only it's for your twin flame, your soulmate, your karmic partner, your divine counterpart. This might be an ex you want to reconcile with, could be somebody new. But generally, regardless of your relationship status, it's the person that is on your mind most, the one you're thinking about when you wake up, and that last person you're thinking about when you go to sleep at night. Let me scoot these over here. All right. And then in the third row, it's about obstacles and challenges, fears and anxieties, that type thing. And isn't something that's necessarily happening or anything. It's about what we're thinking about. And just like with the law of attraction, the more you think about these worries, the more you can actually manifest them in your life, and it can give you a problem with not being able to move forward or not being able to achieve your goals. And the last set of cards there is possible outcome. All right, now, or probable, possible, probable. They're pretty much mean the same thing, right? Okay, now I've just laid out 2 cards in each of the 4 rows. I'm going to do this 2 more times, grand total of 24 cards. And by the time we get to the end of the reading, we have a pretty good idea about what's going on. Now, of course, we had the Strength card as your overall energy. So when we see this 5 of Cups and this 10 of Wands here, this talks about, you know, you may be mourning a situation. You may be feeling like you had a missed opportunity. This may be a person that you have a relationship with that, you know, somehow it slipped through your fingers, never really got started, but it's more about what I'm feeling, the word I'm getting from Spirit is perception. Your perception of what the relationship was versus what it actually was. Being a romantic at heart, you sometimes can over romanticize situations, okay? Being able to let go, when you focus so much on it, you're missing opportunities that are coming your way. And holding on to your emotional wounds, that's like a very romantic, like a, you know, about a lover who's pining away, or, you know, like I was talking about over romanticizing a relationship. The theme that has been going on in your reading for the last 6 months or so, it's been up and down and up and down. It's been like, you know, you have been an accessory to someone else's relationship, like a rebound relationship. There was a reading about how you were being used. There was a reading about like the rebound thing. This is hurting your feelings because you actually perceive that this was something much deeper, something that was going to be substantial. Now, the Emperor fell out when I was reading these cards, okay? So, as well as the Ace of Cups. So this is something that you really thought would be like a long-term situation, that this was going to be basically the love of your life. But if you don't really know a person, and I mean really know them, I'm not talking about, you know, these first few months of a romantic situation where, you know, you're in the rebound and you're being romanced and stuff. If you don't really know them and you're just overcome with all that love bombing that these type people do, then you can perceive that this is the type of relationship that it really is that's going on here, okay? And this is why that Strength card, okay, because it comes to a point that, you know, you're going to recognize that you're missing out on real, true love opportunities because you are nursing your emotional wounds and hanging on to them. You know, that Ten of Cups, that's for real. That is a situation where, in order to move on, tens are like ends of situations, okay? So this tells me that it is time for you to put this down and to be able to move on and receive these two cups that are right there. Now, the King of Swords as well as the Ace of Wands lets me know that you may be dealing with someone that, you know, might have a lot of fire in their chart. They could be born on the cusp of a sign, like a fire sign and another sign. But this person, you know, they may try to hold on to you for whatever reason. Maybe their past love hasn't come back to them. Maybe they never are. But this is your opportunity to, you know, dig deep and find that value in yourself again and eliminate this person from your life, because they keep opening your wounds. Every time you feel a little better, or every time you feel more in your power about moving on, they are there to, you know, suck you back in and start the pain cycle all over again. And your obstacles and challenges, this is definitely somebody that you thought you might have a marriage opportunity with, or, you know, long-term relationship. If nothing else, a lot of people don't get married anymore, but you have this Four of Pentacles where you are holding on for dear life. This coin is over his head, means you're thinking about it. Holding it over your heart means you're like emotionally bound to it. And the feet on the pentacles holding it down, this tells me that, you know, it's like a pride thing, or more of a possessive thing. Like, this is your man, this is your woman, this belongs to you, okay? And you're hanging on to it for dear life, no matter how much it's hurting you to stay in the relationship. Okay, it's definitely time to think about, you know, cutting those cords and moving on so that you can receive this in your life. It takes a lot of strength to let go of something that you know, you once believed. Like when I was talking about the perception of the relationship, you actually really, really believe that. And there's no fault in that. It just means you're a human being who has emotions and feelings, and we're blindsided by this monster, so to speak, who has absolutely no problem coming in and using you for their emotional comfort so that they can, you know, use you as a stepping stone to either go back to the person they were with previously or to move forward without you. All right. And at this time, you know, we have this justice, and this means, you know, you might be dealing with the legal justice system, your person might be, or it could just mean that you are having to make those hard decisions again. It goes along with your strength card of eliminating this, making the decision what is the best outcome for everyone involved. And while this may end, there's your confirmation for your earth signs again. You have the Four of Pentacles, but this is also you feeling, you know, you feel kind of broken. You feel kind of left out. You feel like you are separate from this person. You feel homeless. You feel like that person was your home for a while, and you really had all these high hopes about how the two of you would be committed forever and ever, no matter what. Okay. All right. So the next set of cards, going back through, is the Three of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And your obstacles, in your partner's column, we have the King of Wands and the Ace of Swords. In your obstacles and challenges, you have the Nine of Cups and the Death card. And in your outcome, you have the Six of Cups as well as the Five of Swords. Okay, so I see what's going on here. So definitely, this King of Pentacles that's in your life, this is a person who, you know, basically love bombed you. They told you all the things. They admired you, that you were perfect, that you were a goddess or whatever, you know. They had you believing that no one in their life previous to you could accomplish the things that you do, could make them feel the way that you were making them feel. These are like these are their go-to phrases for anybody and everybody that this person gets together with, okay? They know how to manipulate you. They know how to make you feel safe. They know how to make you feel secure. They confide in you, but they don't necessarily tell you true stories about themselves, okay? Sometimes they steal. These are messages I'm getting from Spirit here, okay? These are people who steal other people's accomplishments and claim them as their own whenever they are with a new person and come back around, okay? Now, when you decide to maybe cut that cord and to move on, of course, they come back and they play on that passion card. They play on the sexuality card. They tell you all these things. They try to suck you back in as far as, you know, trying to make you feel like you're the only one in the whole world to them. And yeah, it's sad because it's going to trigger something in you to make you think, oh, well, they really do. No, they don't. It's just that you're leaving them before they had an opportunity to leave you. So they want to suck you back in so that they can discard you. All right, that's all. So yeah, in your obstacles and challenges, you have the Death card as well as this Nine of Cups. So with this person, you felt as if you had everything you needed. It's not a Ten of Cups. You didn't have the complete scenario here. There was always something missing, and that something missing was the devotion from that other person. you know, it's time to face the facts that this relationship is not going anywhere, that there is no future with this relationship. Okay, now when we get to your outcome, again, when you confront the person, when you confront them with things you found out, things you were feeling, maybe you're not getting enough from this person, maybe you're not receiving enough, they want to belittle you, they want to berate you, they want to, you know, call you names that have nothing to do with the argument. They may make fun of whatever you confided in them about whatever your weakness was. This is a person who convinced you that they were your soulmate. But the good thing about this card here is it doesn't really feel connected to them. It feels as if there really and truly is, got hiccups, sorry, a soulmate opportunity out there for you that is waiting for you. You can pine away, you can hang on to this relationship that has no future, or you can take it as a valuable lesson, okay? You know, no matter how much it hurts, I forget what the story was or the phrase, but somebody said something about they received a box of darkness. Their relationship was a box of darkness, but it was actually a gift. You can use this relationship, whatever it was, in order to have that growth and to learn lessons from it so that you can go on. That's part of the twin flame and the soulmate journey, is learning these lessons from these in-between relationships so that when you do come together with your twin flame or your divine counterpart, that the two of you would be able to put that love right back out there in the world. So we have the Queen of Wands and the Empress in your column. In your partner's column, we have the Lovers as well as the King of Cups. In the obstacles and challenges, we have the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. And in the outcome, you have the Three of Cups and the Four of Cups. All right. So, you may be worrying about this person's exes, okay? Because the Empress is a Libra card, and the Queen of Wands is, you know, fire signs. As far away from water as possible. So this may feel like maybe you feel as if there are other competition for your partner's feelings. And this is true, okay? This is true. These are most likely either someone new he's met or one of the exes this person's had that they, you know, they keep in their life. But you feel very uncomfortable about it, okay? You're feeling like you're not alone, like a relationship being two people doesn't necessarily have the ghosts of previous people, you know, haunting, which are constantly, you're probably hearing stories a lot about this person's exes, and they do this in order to get sympathy from you, okay? So in your partners column, we have that King of Cups and we have the Lovers card, and you do have great opportunity. One of the best things that can happen to you is if you were to find another water sign, another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and have that duality of being able to have that, you know, sweetheart, roses, Cupid type relationship with this person. The longer, what is that, yeah, here it is. The longer you sit around and mourn the loss of this relationship, or the fact that it's not what you expected or what you had hoped it would be, when reality actually sets in, if you continue to do this and you continue to nurse your old emotional wounds, you're going to miss out on this new opportunity here. And this is a king. This is someone who is going to be significant, that's coming into your life, that's going to love you the way that you deserve to be loved, that doesn't have a hidden agenda. So this, you know, Page of Pentacles. And you're thinking about communicating with this earth sign. You want to let them know what you know. But at the same time, you may be hearing from them, because when you cut them off, of course, they try to contact you and stuff all the time. But your best is to look forward to the future, to, you have this little globe in your hand, gazing out over the ocean, thinking about what the future holds and where you're going and what you want to do and what your goals actually are. So we end this reading with the Three of Cups as well as the Four of Cups. So you may be someone that is very social. You may be someone that needs to just let your hair down and get out with your friends, have a drink or two. I know some people don't drink. I don't. But a lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as it doesn't become toxic, But getting out there and celebrating with your friends and, learning to become yourself again. Start that journey of healing and moving on, and you will find out that, this love that this person was offering you, this rebound relationship that they convinced you was something more, you're going to end up finding rather boring, and you're going to find, frankly, more excitement in, being single, courting, and finding new love that's going to come. But you have to let go of these emotional wounds. If you keep picking at the wound and you keep picking at it and keep picking at it, it's not going to heal. If you keep going over pictures and text and conversations that you're having with this person, if you keep letting them saying that they're going to hold you captive there until they don't need you anymore. Okay. All right, guys, so that is your reading for the month of September 2020. I don't like being the bearer of bad news. I just read the cards according to their meanings, intuitively, as well as messages from Spirit. So I love you guys, and I will see you next week. I will do weekly updates throughout the month, okay? All right, bye-bye. Love you.